faster than a streak of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Stupid. It's about time you showed up. Come on, hand it over.
Okay, boss. Here it is. This is a swell racket, boss. And this Superman outfit, it works like a charm. Gee, boss, it was only a fin.
Next time, it'll be a Mickey fin.
Friend turns foe. Well, that's ridiculous. It couldn't be Superman. What do you make of it, Clark?
Hey, you two. The editor wants you to cover the opera tonight. And don't forget, it's formal.
Good. Now I can wear my new evening gown.
Well, my double's in for some trouble.
Superman, you got me all wrong. It ain't me. Honest, it ain't me. It's the boss. He made me do it. Oh, take it easy, will you, Mr. Superman? Give me a chance. I'll come clean. I'll talk. Honest, I'll talk. Oh, don't touch me.
I knew there was more to the story.
Well, did you enjoy the opera? What's the matter, stupid? Did you lose your tongue? Don't stand there like a dummy. Give me the jewels. Are you trying to double-cross me? Why, you...
Hey, boss, that's Mr. Superman.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here. Come on, hurry it up.
Oh, next time you play Superman.
Boy, have I got a story. What's the matter, Bright Eyes? The opera get you down?
Just been dreaming I was Superman.
Fine Superman you'd make.
Well, I can dream, can I?
And welcome to this week's magnificent, oh God, I have to fight him, don't I? Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna be going after, Deathstroke again. And it is unfortunate, but true, that he picked his teeth clean with me, I think, like 5 times last week. But that's okay. I'll make him say uncle. Also, as an aside, somewhere between my trying to eat the controller out of frustration and my contemplating an act of hari-kari, it was suggested to me by Izzy the Fool that this is more like a kind of a dance response game, button response kind of thing. So rather than thinking of it as a fighting game. So I will try that approach. There we go. All right. Don't know if you guys could see it, but I did not have full visualization until just now. But here we go. This is going to be the most peaceful part of the stream, I think. He's gonna be mean to me. It's like that old Charles Atlas comic advertisement. Like, Deathstroke comes along and kicks sand in my face. Selena Kyle just looks at me. Oh, don't let it bother you, little man. I'm tired of being a bat weenie. What? Continue story. Okay.
Oh, I'm dropping in. We don't have audio.
Ah! No!
Tell me where I can find
Ah!
Pause that. There you go.
I don't want to be a Batweenie anymore. I'm going to gamble the price of a stamp and send away for Bane's free pharmaceutical collection and take a gamble on getting a real body. Yeah, little known fact, Venom actually appeared in its own story arc in DC Comics long before Bane was even a concept in the minds of the readers, the authors. And Batman was manipulated into taking it, and he was addicted to it for a while. And then he was able to fight it and get off of it. Bane is not an example of the typical result of using Venom.
Trying to figure out the audio here, folks.
Bane...
Hey, we've got audio.
Right on. Yeah, Bane has it injected directly into the cerebral fluid, apparently. Or he has it injected directly, and it goes straight into his neck. It's... I'm not sure exactly how he does that. But anyway, let's see if I can be the hero of the beach.
Why, I wonder, the bat.
Ah, okay.
Did you not spot the opening I gave you?
Well, it's been a week. Give me a second here, Slade.
Ready for more?
Yeah, so apparently I don't get to start where I was. Yeah, I have done him, I think, literally no damage thus far. No, I'm doing him a little chip damage here and there. And he's doing me significantly more than chip damage. I guess this is the fight.
Stronger, faster, better.
Yeah, last session I got him down to the sword, and I was hoping that that's where we would be continuing this session. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Yeah, did him literally no damage. So I'm basically treating this as kind of a dance rhythm game. Trying to anyway, which, again, it goes against all of my reflexes and instincts, such as they occasionally will translate over to video games. Because I'm getting into this, everything that I've programmed into my tiny little nervous system keeps... Okay, I pushed the button. I won't argue that, though. Keeps screaming, no. Don't follow his lead. If you fall into the pattern of an enemy, then you're just going to let him control the fight. And that's an excellent way to get creamed. And instead, apparently I need to let him control the fight and only do what he's opening up himself up for. And whereas... yeah, still no damage. And whereas Bruce Lee did make it clear, when my enemy contracts, I expand. When he expands, I contract. And then when it comes time to hit, I don't hit. It happens all by itself. On the other hand, it's also... I push the button game. Like I say, letting your opponent dictate the rhythm and the timing lets him control your actions. And that's a really bad idea. That's why last session I was like, okay, well, can I use gas? Or the smoke? Smoke doesn't affect him. Can I use the batarangs? Batarangs do him no damage. There's no way out of it. No, the timing is just off. Because I should not be countering as early as I am. But it's a video game.
I know you saw it open, yet you didn't take it. Why?
Okay. So I'm... Yeah, so I did him tiny, tiny bits of damage here and there. And I mean itty-bitty little bits of damage. He is doing distinctly more than itty-bitty bits of damage to me. You're not my sensei. I don't have to do what you say. And he just keeps talking. Okay, there, I did him a tiny bit more damage.
Try again.
Ow.
Did you not spot the opening I gave you?
Oh, bite me. I mean, okay, he's not quite giving me a word salad. But it's like, okay, dude.
Surprising.
Oh, goody. Here we go. Okay. Just have to be patient. I'm aggressive, then he's got me. Ow, like that. But it's very difficult for me to not be aggressive.
Self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from...
I think it's just a lack of skill in my
You
case.
fought well, Batman, but I am stronger, faster, smarter. And so this ends the only way it could.
Yeah, so I have to block too soon, but not too soon.
Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
God, I'm being beaten up by Goofy.
Why I wasn't a bat.
I love murdering Batman. Murder. Guilty. Demons told me to do it.
Your training is inadequate.
I'll do it again. Yep. Guilty.
Try something else.
I love murdering Batman. Ow.
Your restraint weakens you.
Camera, what are you doing? Yeah. It's hard for me not to get aggressive. Even when sparring, it was always hard for me to not just get into trapping as well as I could. Okay, I've gotten him down 1 bar. Yays. Most of my hits seem to be doing nothing at all.
You have skill, but lack experience.
Yuck. I'm tired of being a bat weenie. Okay, that did half of that combo. Did half a thing of damage.
And yet another opportunity you failed to exploit.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you not spot the opening I gave you?
Seriously, he sounds like my old sensei back in the day. Ow, kind of feels like him too. Yeah, I have to be careful about landing hits after a counter though, because there's just too many times I'm like, and he's open! No, he's not. Okay. Ow. You know, I pushed the damn button, game.
You cannot match me.
Well, no, you're a computer program. So, by definition, all of this is following your rules. Yay, I did a half tick of damage. Oh, goody. Okay. Alright, I can do this. Oh! Okay, game. I'm waiting for the prompt. I'm waiting for the prompt.
Are you afraid to kill? Is that it?
Game, what?
Give up and I will make this painless.
Can we at least... Can we try to center on my opponent, please? Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know, and if I'm getting cues, I'm not seeing them, which, again, could just be me. Alright, maybe now it'll be better. Or maybe not. Now, this isn't rage. Okay, I am officially nickel and diming him. Meanwhile, every time he hits me, it really hurts. Yeah, well, the computer realized that I was actually learning how to do this, so it had to change things up. Oh, bite me. What? Why did... Oh my god, why?
What is the source of this self-restraint?
What the hell is even? Oh, you mean as compared to before, okay. Okay, and that refused to trigger that time. He was open.
Another opportunity to kill me. Wasted.
Yuck. Frickin' Deathstroke. Ah.
How much longer until you admit defeat?
He should have been open for that. Yeah, I can't see the cues, so I'm just trying to go off of body language. And sometimes that's working, and sometimes it's not. Yeah, and the game is chiding me for my timing being off, when it's actually preventing me from seeing the cues in the first place.
Is it self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing? Your chance for a painless death is over.
I appreciate that I'm doing well, considering that I'm fighting partially blind here. Okay, I need that text to just shut the hell up. That is just irritating. Okay, and... And now is the time for your anger. Now is the time for button mashing. Okay. Okay. I'm almost dead, and he's amused. This is fine. Or not. I pushed the block. I pushed the counter button. And nothing. So, fine.
Know that you die with honor, which is more than can be said for most.
I'll do it again. Okay. Fine.
Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
Tracking you down was much easier than I thought. Perhaps you won't be much of a challenge after all.
Okay, game, if I push the button, please pay attention to it.
But lack experience.
Yeah, Slade should be this difficult, though. I mean, he should be incredibly hard. It should tax everything that Batman has in order to fight him. Now, that being said, I should be able to use more of my equipment more effectively than I have been. But oh well.
I am stronger, faster, better.
Yeah, he basically was given a defective form of his universe's equivalent of the super soldier formula. Which, among other things, caused all... Screw you. All of his reflexes and his brain's processing speed and his perception to all become 9 times that of what they were before. And he was a master combatant before. Yay! I chipped him. I did chip damage.
You cannot match me.
I'm not... That's fine. I'm not trying to match you. I'm trying to exceed you.
Your restraint weakens you.
Quit kicking sand in my face.
Ready for more?
Whatever. Okay, I was not expecting that to get through. I find that highly unlikely. Alright, here we go. I will also say I do like the character design that they gave him in this game. I mean, his outfit is much more form-fitting in the comics. But that's because he has a micro chain weave under his costume that is made out of a substance called promethium, which is basically both impact absorbing and indestructible. And there's a whole story behind that. Just the substance has its own story. Oh, come on, you were open. cheating game. So it's kind of like the Cosmic Cube in the first Captain America movie, where it's like, okay, the Cosmic Cube has like 60 years of backstory to it, and we have the length of a movie. Let's make it something else. Let's make it the Tesseract instead. Yeah, that'll work. You know, I pushed the counter button just fine there, pal. But that doesn't matter. Countering too soon against Deathstroke's counterattacks. Yeah, okay, so have it happen in real time. Oi! Those little messages are just so frustrating. Yay, more attacks that did no damage. Huzzah! What? No! What are you even doing now, game? What are you doing?
I see it will take more. Fair enough. Is it self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing?
Maybe just a sense of self-restraint and the value of human life and dignity. I'm sorry you gave up on that stuff, Slade. That kind of sucks for you. This is annoying. Okay, that should have worked. And that should have worked. And I pushed the button then.
How much longer until you admit defeat?
Oh, probably another death cutscene would do it. Okay, yeah, those little messages need to go. Why would I move him out of the corner? His strength is his ability to move effectively.
Another opportunity to kill me. Wasted.
Come on. Okay.
Chance for a painless death is over.
Know that you die with honor, which is more than can be said for most.
Yeah, he even goes so far as to use his costume to advertise the fact that he only has one eye. So he can only use... He has monocular vision, and it's theoretically easier to backstab him than most people because you can come up his blind side. It's a challenge. He's basically daring you to try to take advantage of the fact that he only has one eye. He has the resources. In comics, at least, he has access to cybernetic replacements if he wanted them, and he's never gotten them. It's almost as though he looks at the entire world and says, yeah, you need a handicap. I'll give you this one. Which, again, I mean, it's hard to argue with. For all the fact that the timing of this is very frustrating to me, And some of the ways that, to my perception at least, the animation will skip around a little bit to cover for openings that should have been there. And that might well just be my perception, I don't know. But yeah, he should be this good. And I cannot emphasize enough how pleased I am that they made this boss fight particularly difficult. See, what I think would be really great in this, although it would call for much more complexity than the game should really be expected to put forth, would be if Batman shifted. Well, every time something like half the time I try to do a follow-up, to my perception, he blocks it when he couldn't, or shouldn't have been able to. Okay, I was already in motion to attack his kidneys. That should have worked. Why am I getting him out of the corner? That's where I want him! Oh, you frickin' game. Now, that was interesting. Hello. Nope, can't do it again. Okay. Why am I helping him? Come on, man, rope-a-dope! Get him up against that wall. Get him in that corner.
Your restraint weakens you.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
You
All right.
cannot match me.
Could not restrain that any longer. The triangle button, I pushed it right here. So again, I have to push it too soon, but not too soon. Okay, I thought that was going to be another trap. The cue to block started above his face, but my attack went ahead and got through anyway. So, alright, it's not impossible to actually use timing on this. It's just very difficult. Button mashing time! Die, 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 die. Okay, off with the helmet. No, don't get him out of the corner, Bats. Come on. Oh, yeah. Didn't you see that opening I gave you? What opening? Yeah, I pushed every damn button that you told me to push. Oh, come on.
You still think you can win? Your chance for a painless death is over.
Well, if I do anything without you telling me to, I'm doomed, so...
What is the source?
And sometimes I'm just doomed anyway.
No more.
No, push him against the wall. Corner him so he has no room to maneuver. I did push the button. Oi! Okay.
Give up and I will make this painless.
Push every button. Die anyway. Ah.
Another opportunity to kill me. Wasted.
Now the triangle button is on the top, right? Right. It's the green one with the 3 corners, right? Right. Okay.
Faster,
Game,
smarter.
look.
And so this ends the only way it could.
Am I just a joke to you? Is that what this is? If I only press... The problem is if I only press triangle when the prompt appears, I'd only push it once, then I don't do anything. Okay, not always do I not do anything, but far too often, nothing happens.
I know you saw an opening, yet you didn't take it. Why?
Because it wasn't really an opening.
Your training is inadequate.
Okay, so far I've done him half a tick of damage.
You'll need to be faster.
Okay, so apparently when he guards right after the counter, he's somehow open. I pushed that. That is so odd. Why would he go back to a defense position and then there be an opening?
And yet another opportunity you failed to exploit.
I'm just... I don't know. So much of this is completely counterintuitive.
But lack experience.
Okay. Yeah, he should not have gotten those hits in. Yeah, and I pushed to follow up on that attack, and I just stood there. So, yay. There goes the helmet. All right. Okay, and I did the thing. That's fine.
Now I'm going to embarrass.
Yeah, I'm trying to push 2 buttons at once, and then when I do nothing. So, I'm not holding my jaw right or something.
Try again. Denied.
Yeah, and I pushed the counter and got nothing. Well, that's handy.
What is the source of this self-restraint?
It's called discipline. You should try it sometime. Okay, that was just pure luck on my part. I should not have actually been able to block that one. That one, my timing was way off. That one, it wasn't.
You still think you can win? Your rage blinds you to openings in my defense.
Why was there an opening there? I don't understand. And that shouldn't have done that. And yeah, down I go. All right.
Know that you die with honor, which is more than can be said for most.
All right, here we go again. I believe I can beat Mike Tyson.
Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
I love how the dialogue is different every time. It keeps it from, you know, getting too repetitive, because the people who designed this knew first time that you play this guy, fifth time you play this guy, you know, he should not be open then, but for some reason he is. And I don't understand it, but I'm trying to take advantage of it. You know, those of you who are musicians, being on guard is the equivalent of rest position. And he keeps going back to being on guard after we have a few exchanges, but for some reason, if I attack while he's on guard, during that animation and only during that animation, then he drops his guard. And I don't understand. Ow. No, I did take the opening, and you handed my ass to me. You surgically removed my buttocks from the rest of my person, and then you proceeded to put it on a platter of purest silver and place it within my clutching grasp. What? What? Why? What is this? Those of you who are listening, rather than watching, yeah, the camera did a thing again. And it was really bizarre.
You still think you can win? Give up and I will make this painless.
Holy crap. Yeah, he should not have been open during that. But he was, so I'm trying to learn. Shouldn't have been open there either. And he was, but then suddenly I was open when my guard should have been up? I don't understand any of this. None of this makes any sense. I'm just trying to roll with it.
Now I'm going to embarrass you.
Oh, as opposed to when you've embarrassed me before. I countered you.
Your rage blinds you to openings in my defense.
No, that's not rage. That's just not being terribly good at video games. I mean, there is rage involved, don't get me wrong. And I countered, and then he hit me anyway. And again. Alright. Okay, I need to do something about those words. I'll wait until after this fight. Yep. He, body language-wise, was open when he came in. But game design-wise, he was not, because I should have countered. And I keep falling into that. And I countered. Okay. Yeah, if I had known ahead of time when I was going to be going up against this guy and under what circumstances, I wouldn't have worried about getting the anti-infrared. I would have just gone for resist beatdown. Open, still open, and not open. It countered. Now, my timing was fine, game. And I pushed the button when you said I should that time. Ah. Yeah, I'm almost dead. Maybe I can get him down to the point that we can do another beatdown. Doing better than I have in the past, though. Nope, that's it for me. I pushed the counter when I should have countered, and that was it.
But I am stronger, faster, smarter. And so this ends the only way it could.
Yeah, I mean, Deathstroke is the kind of person that he would look at the opportunity to fight Wonder Woman as an opportunity to, no more hints. Tired of having the text on the screen telling me crap that isn't helping me. Okay, no Q. Is that what that means? I get rid of hints and it no longer gives me the little lightning bolt Q either? That's great. Game options. Apparently, if I'm going to get the little lightning bolt around the head, I have to also put up with the game being kind of obnoxious. So, oh well. Yeah, that was cool. That was fair. It should not have been open. I don't understand. I'm chipping away at you. This is my nickel. This is my dime. You will fear their power. Yeah, I got in a few hits and then he creams me. I'm surprised that counter worked. I was concerned because I put it too close to being, in an actual, timing. Okay, and after this exchange, it's going to encourage me to push 2 buttons at once. So I am semi-ready for that. That was less dramatic than I had been hoping, but I will take anything I can get. Ha! Okay, it worked that time. Excellent. Yeah, I need to wait until his guard is up, and then wait a moment more, and then somehow his guard goes down? I've heard that before. Mostly by annoying I pushed the button, game, come on. Mostly by annoying fanboys who are irritated that I don't just 86 the Joker. Even though he is clinically insane, unfit to stand trial, and is someone who can theoretically be held by mortal means if they weren't incompetent. Okay, that time, it worked about like I would expect it to, i.e. very poorly for me. I countered!
Righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing?
Oh, that was just me getting twitchy. There we go. Okay, now the false opening is actually a false opening. It wasn't before, but it is now. Apparently the rules have changed. And again, those of you who have spent your lives playing computer games... Ah, hell. This is something you adapt to probably without even thinking about it. I, unfortunately, do not. Okay, now we're to the sword. No, now we're to the sword. Really? 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 You're doing this so that only half the time when I'm parrying, I'm supposed to parry? Oh my god! How am I supposed to navigate this? What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, come on, that worked every other time I did that!
Know that you die with
The prompts are only giving me half the information is the problem. Izzy the Fool suggests go only by the prompts, not by what he's doing for the most part. But the problem is, the prompts are only giving me half of the information that I'm needing.
tracking you down
Ugh.
much easier than I thought. Perhaps.
Yeah, none of that exchange I just did with him should have worked. But, rolling with it. And apparently you can just get unlucky with his counters sometimes. Which is fair. That was not being unlucky. That was genuinely me hitting the wrong button, though. Alright, I could do this. Maybe. But I'm going to keep going anyway.
Did you not spot the opening I gave you? And yet another opportunity you failed to exploit.
That was not an opening.
So, whoops. Sorry to interrupt and immediately get you hit.
No. That was me pushing the button and the game having a sense of humor. Go ahead.
Somehow I've been so absent-minded that I only noticed just now, but there's no chat overlay in the stream capture, so I should probably fix that when there is opportunity.
Oh, there will be opportunity in probably just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, you've got the basic attack down. Every time you counter, you go for strikes, and he will either get hit, roll out of the way, or counter, dealer's choice. It's just luck, whether or not you
Oh, good.
hit him after you counter.
Yeah, well, so how am I supposed to handle that when he has so much more health than I do?
Well, as long as you're always following up with a couple of square button strikes after every time you do a counter, you will inevitably deal him damage, as long as you're also being careful to watch him roll, and careful to deal with his counterattacks. Basic rhythm is always just counter him, follow up, and then if need
That
be,
should not have happened.
And then if need be, counter his counter.
I know you saw an opening, yet you didn't take it.
Ideally, you pretty much spend no time standing still. You're either hitting him or you're countering.
Yeah, I tried that before. I got killed in like 30 seconds. I really want to get rid of that text, but apparently I can't.
Yeah, I saw that. All prompts are tied together. I wish that just taking the controller and giving a demo would be helpful, but I doubt it would be.
Well, I really don't want to. I really don't want that in
boss for you. Hell no. I just mean, the thought occurred to go through his first two phases up to when he has the sword, which is where you got, and just show you what I'm doing while I'm doing that.
Nah, I don't think that would
help.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be as fun either.
Okay. Well, we wouldn't count that as your attempt. I'd just restart the checkpoint after getting there.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Now is button mashing time! Yay! And when I was playing cello on a regular basis, I used to be mad lad with the pizzicato, so you're in my territory now, baby.
Again?
What?
Trying to circle?
Yeah, I did that.
The two button.
Yeah, I know. When I say I did that, it's because I did it.
Oh, you actually only said the standard triangle input, so... fuck, I dropped my phone.
You still think you can win?
I did not break my phone!
Yay! Did not break the phone!
Yeah, I will fix the chat as soon as they're breaking the action. I'm not going to ask Coyote to freeze things for that. I'm going to hover here for a bit.
Yeah, these hits should not be logically going through. But, you know... And,
you pressed it way too much there, sorry.
Well, see, before I'd only pressed it once, and then I just got creamed. So I thought I pressed it more than once, and it was different. I got creamed. So, you know...
Is it self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing?
You are just the thing that will not shut up!
Your chance for a painless death is over. Another opportunity to kill me. Wasted.
Probably punch him.
If I punch him...
He's going to counterattack, yeah, but just be ready to counterattack. The window's actually huge if you let the whole animation play out as you saw.
Yeah, now I'm in worse shape than I was before.
Well, you made the first input, and then you probably pressed triangle again, and therefore missed the second input. The animation... Wait for it? Nope.
There's nothing to wait for!
Yeah, you need to wait for him to do his spiral jump up, and then when the symbol appears, that's when you press triangle. It's at the apex of his jump. That's
Okay, it's never appeared before. Maybe it will this next time.
Well, I saw it. I've seen it every time.
Okay, I have not seen it. And there was no cue that I saw there either.
That was... Yeah, there won't be a cue if you've already pressed triangle too soon and therefore doomed to the counter.
Oh, my great-grandmother's blood type.
So only press triangle when the counter's on screen.
This is so frustrating.
Counter this too at the last second. Oh.
Yeah, I pushed it when I was supposed to. That was my mistake.
Oh.
And then I died.
Yeah, what's really frustrating is if you end up really far away from him when he pulls out his gun, it'll say fire the bat claw, but you're too far away for the bat claw to actually reach. So you need to get closer.
The bat claw has a range of something over 100 feet.
Not in this game, sorry.
Oh, for crying out loud! All right, well, here's our opportunity to adjust things.
Yeah, I'll get the chat fixed.
Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
It's all about the mask. We keep our masks on. It's better that way.
Oh no, don't.
Ah.
Live. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, did you press Control W while the focus was on Firefox? Because I think it closed out.
Well, I don't know what the focus was on when I pushed.
What was the last thing that was clicked?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I waited for my cue and I
don't worry
pushed
about
Control W.
Worry about it. Just trying to get the chat working. Because I did the usual setup, and then we got a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Well, when I pushed to go into game, initially there was no display.
Okay.
I had to kind of.
So apparently this wasn't just me. The live chat widget just isn't working.
That's so odd.
Yeah, YouTube must have changed something in the HTML code or something because it's just dead now.
Okay, well, to everyone who's watching this, I'm sorry that you're not getting the chat.
Yeah.
Apparently we were sabotaged.
Yeah, the chat's still available on YouTube, of course, where you can actually chat yourself, but it's not in the video, which is very frustrating. Unfortunately, I can't do anything to fix that at this stage. That would mean pretty much overhauling the way that we display chat entirely to conform to whatever it is YouTube expects now. So hopefully I get that figured out until next week. But given that I'm working 7 days a week right now, no
maybe not. We'll just do the best we can. The important thing is that we all have fun. We all have fun.
And I'm sure, as you could all tell, this is the most fun Coyote's ever had playing a Batman game.
Ever, 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 ever. All right. I will persevere. I will beat this guy. It's just a question of when.
You can do it. I know how hard it is.
And again, this should be this hard. It should be this hard. It's just some of the reasons that it's so hard for me, that probably it's not this hard for anybody else, are annoying.
Oh, that reminds me, you are playing on normal, and there's no shame in lowering the difficulty just so that you take less damage and he takes more.
I will not let him beat me.
All right.
I will not allow him to shame me into lowering the difficulty for this fight. I say thee nay.
There's no shame in it, really.
I say thee nay.
Your gamer pride is misleading you. Trust me, I've gone down that road.
I've gotten. Okay, I can't say I've gotten super close, but I've gotten closer than I have before.
Yeah, I wish I could offer you new information, but as I've been studying your gameplay consistently, the problem is always pressing triangle when you're not supposed to press triangle yet.
Yeah, or pressing triangle too late, which is when I should be blocking, but the game doesn't like it because our technology revolves around instrumentality, and there's just not much you can do about that.
Yeah, and one thing that I know has thrown you off is, like, sometimes he'll start the counter, he's like, I'm going to hit you, and then the prompt appears. You press triangle, and you see Batman block multiple hits. You should not be pressing triangle at any point during that. You need to wait until the next prompt appears and then press triangle again. If you press triangle at any point when Deathstroke is hitting you and there isn't a prompt, you're messing it up. Even if he's swinging, even if he's attacking you, you need to not press triangle till the prompt appears again. Because it's not one prompt per block, it's one prompt per time the game checks for you to press triangle, basically.
And that sound, my gentle viewers and listeners, is not hearing is the sound of my forehead smacking repeatedly into the wall.
This is another way that your control over Batman is more indirect. Instead of pressing triangle each time you want Batman to, say, raise his arm and block a strike, you're pressing triangle every time you want Batman to be prepared for this flurry of strikes, and then triangle again to be prepared for this flurry of strikes. And you're just locking in him countering the next sequence.
Oh, my aching blue-backed arithmetic. All right. And again, this kind of folds back into what you were saying before about treat it more like a rhythm game.
Yes. You only press triangle when the prompts appear, even if he's currently wailing on you. If the game doesn't say counter, Batman's got this, let him have it, and then chime in when it's your turn.
I will try to do that. It seemed to me like there were times when I was fighting with the sword that when they were contesting with one another, if I did not get in there with the attack button, then once again, buttocks surgically removed, silver platter, my grasp.
Yeah. If the prompt appears, then yes.
Yeah,
if
the
no prompt appears, then no input is required from you. And
Yeah,
in fact, you need to
I
not
didn't
sit
see the prompt. I was just like, okay, apparently I need to do this, and it's just implied. So
Yeah,
I will.
there should always be a prompt. Sometimes if Deathstroke's head is near the top of the screen, the prompt will be slightly off screen. But just watch the space immediately above his head for any sign of movement.
This is irritating. Okay, onward we go.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go away now. I want to go lay down.
You better have some surprises in store, or this is going to be over.
Well, I'd like to have some surprises in store, but I'm not allowed to use strategy in this scene, even though that is Batman's primary skill. Yeah, I'm not getting past that. It worked. Although, as I've said before, this is explaining sometimes that I have sparred or sword-fought with people who have played video games all their lives, and they would be doing just the weirdest crap. And I'd be like, what are you doing? Moments like this, suddenly I understand. I love that show tie that Batman does right there, though. That's very nice. Oh yeah, don't count it as being an opening when he's staggered, because that doesn't work. Okay, I only get 15 that time. Alright. Knocked his mask off him. Yeah, the combo takedown is apparently not what it's cracked up to be. Why am I getting him out of the corner? Don't know.
Is it self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing?
It's a different universe. Their physics work different. Their physiology works differently. I just need to accept that.
Your chance for a painless death is over.
Okay, that should have been an opening. But it wasn't. That's fine. This is Deathstroke. That should have worked and didn't. Again, this is Deathstroke. I can forgive a little because it's Deathstroke. I don't understand why he would have that particular opening. But again, it's just a thing. Okay. That was me pushing the wrong button. Happens. I don't know why he does that. It's just... Seriously, it throws me off a little bit. Most of my attacks do no damage. A few do. I'm imagining Batman falling back on his Aikido training for this. I must allow him to attack, and then use his strength against him. Okay. Yeah, I pushed that button and nothing.
What is the source of this self-restraint?
Discipline? A moral compass? You know, take your pick. Yeah, theoretically he was open there, but he wasn't really. Wrong button. I must control my aggression.
Your rage blinds you to openings in my defense.
That should have worked.
Now I'm going to embarrass you.
But it didn't.
How much longer until you admit defeat? The only way this ends.
Okay, it actually worked that time. The counter finally worked against that fuel can he was throwing at me.
Not such a pushover after all.
Okay. This is the most health I've had yet when I got to this point. Let's see what I can do with it. Apparently not much. Is it just... It seems like the timing is a little different now. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is just going to be the rest of my life doing this exchange.
You fought well, Batman, but I am stronger, faster.
Yeah, Izzy the Fool says, still really got to follow up every one of your counters with a few punches if you want to deal damage. Yeah, the problem is that, you know, if I don't time it right, independently of any cues, then, you know, silver platters, surgical removal. For some reason... Hey, Ari fan, good to see you, man. Okay. He should have been wide open for that. Again, I forgive a little bit because this is Deathstroke. And again, the mystery remains. Why am I getting out of the corner when I have him cornered? Why does he let his guard down at that moment? 15 hits is all I get there. I've managed to make the combo takedown work once, but it's rather risky and doesn't seem to actually do much. Although I will say, when I start playing this more and more as a rhythm game, the choreography becomes really beautiful. I mean, my hat's off.
Is it self-righteousness or squeamishness that stops you from killing?
He was open. Oh well. The dime, nickel and dime. Nickel and dime, nickel and dime. Now. Nickel and dime, nickel and dime. This is my nickel. This is my dime. Behold how I damage you. Tiny, tiny bits of damage. Ah. Oh, you're getting desperate. Getting tired. Not used to being challenged, are you? Joke's on you. I get challenged all the time. Here we go. Yes!
What are you? Nice seeing you, Batman. Feel free to let yourself out. Penguin, get away. There's more I need to ask him.
Yes! 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 On standard difficulty, despite everything, lo, I am victorious! Pardon my victorious cough. Yatta! Yatta! Ah! Woo! Hail, Rome, victorious! Heretofore the warlike Goths have given me leave to sheath my sword. Alright. Okay. Groovy. Whoa.
I can use Deathstroke's device to get up to the balcony.
Okay. Alright, I apologize to everyone if this seems like a little bit of a short run here, but I am wiped. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Looks like I have good progress and I have a good place to go. And yes, Deathstroke, baby! I fixed his little red wagon. I made him say uncle. It was... Yeah, somebody count how many times he killed me. I'm going to guess it was something around a dozen. But eventually... Eventually, thanks to a very large degree to the encouragement of my gentle viewers and listeners, and especially to the patience and advice of Izzy the Fool, I was able to make it happen. Yeah, we can cancel the room service for Slade. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Bruce, you're a real man after all. Hero of the beach. Yes, I have completed the old Charles Atlas advertising cartoon. All of the babes want me. All of the men want to be me. And all because I was able to beat up this one armored psycho. Because, well, that's Gotham. Alright, so... real quick, I won't take long, but the first stream that I did on Batman Arkham Origins, I did a shout out for nonprofits, and Izzy the Fool says that was no fluke, that was not luck, that was determination. Thank you, thank you. That really means a lot. But I did a shout out at the first stream that I did for Arkham Origins for a charity, two charities actually, that have been supporting medical assistance to non-military humans who are being made unalive through big kabooms in a place that apparently this platform does not like me talking about, especially unadulted humans. And I'm talking that way as though I'm trying to learn Newspeak, because there's strong circumstantial evidence that this platform quietly buried that video, and the stream is still kind of trying to recover. So, instead of a link to these charities, I've included links in the description to that stream. So, in the description of that stream, in turn, are the charities that I did the shout out for. It's a worthy cause, regardless of who you support or do not support in that place. Surely we can all agree that unadult people and their civilian families should not be being made unalive by the thousands. So, if you can, click on the link and then click on the link. And if you can afford to give even just $1, it'd be great. Just anything. So, before we go, I would like to sincerely take this moment to thank all of you, everywhere. You are awesome, and thank you for supporting me as I fought again and again and again against Deathstroke. And oh my lord, that was... Yoda's in the background. You must unlearn what you have learned. And I'm just like, But, before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons, present and future, especially Cryptid Rhea and Guinevere, and most especially of all, I'd like to thank my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via email or Patreon message if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a serious thank you to all of you who are recommending this channel to your friends, who are circulating the links. It really helps out the channel. Hopefully it helps out some of the nonprofits that I've been trying to do a shout-out for. I feel ridiculous doing the kind of evasive language that I was earlier, but a shout-out is no good if nobody is allowed to hear you. So, you do what you can. So, until next time, never give up, never give in, and even at the height of your frustration, whether or not you know that the problem is largely you, which, in this case, yeah, regardless of how you slice it, a lot of it was me. Always listen to advice that your friends give you, even if you're gritting your teeth at the time, think about it later. And next time you see Slade, kick him in the ribs! I'm canceling your room service! Oh, wow. That was awesome. And I am beat. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I hope you all have beautiful lives, gentle viewers and listeners, and I will see you sometime again.